Hello. So first of all, I want to tell you I'm not monetizing this video. So if you happen to see any adverts on it, I didn't put them there. And I'm not profiting from any adverts that you might see, just so you know. And the reason I'm not monetizing it is not because it's naughty, but because it's a thank you to all my subscribers, all you wonderful people who subscribe to my channel. I'm Granniopteryx. I'm on YouTube, Rumble, BitChute and Minds. Now, this feeling that I should be thanking you, actually, that I wanted to thank you, was sparked by a comment made by the black belt barrister when he talked about the reaction he got to his analysis of the Zelensky row in the White House. He was, you could tell, quite surprised at the number of subscribers he lost and the vituperation in some of the responses under his video. Now, I don't know how long the black belt barrister has been doing what he's been doing, but I've been making videos for long enough to have learnt that some subjects rile people up more than others. And I knew when I broached the subject of Ukraine that there would be disagreement and that I would get some flack. That episode in the White House, well, actually it turned out to be a sort of Rorschach test, didn't it? Some saw a bratty, spoiled warmonger beating his benefactors over their heads with his begging bowl, and some saw a pair of thugs bullying a little guy in trouble. And I knew that whatever I said, I was going to infuriate someone. But I also knew that if I didn't say something, I would be chickening out. So I said it how I saw it. And well, to be frank, I expected to lose a chunk of subscribers. I mean, this was before Black Belt Barrister's comment, but I thought I'm going to lose people when I talk about this. However, I went ahead anyway because a few years ago, when I finally took the big step to monetize my channel, for a long time it wasn't monetized, and I was worried about monetizing it because I thought it might corrupt me. And so when I decided, but then I realized that only by monetizing it would YouTube start to spread it more. It's part of the algorithm, you see. If it doesn't earn them money, then they're not going to be that bothered about pushing it to people. So I went for monetizing. But when I did, I made a vow to myself that whatever happened, I wouldn't let the prospect of losing income or subscribers change what I said or how I said it. I promised myself that I wouldn't ever hide my opinions in order to play to a certain perceived section of the crowd. As many of you know, I used to work for the BBC. And you know what? I had to hide my feelings there all the time. I mean, my subscribers know more or less my general outlook on life, and it's nothing like the BBC's general outlook on life. Can you imagine how someone with my mindset would fit in with that lot? And I hid my feelings because actually at the time, I thought there was something wrong with me. I mean, that was the mindset of the BBC was the mindset of all the fashionable people. And I just didn't get it. And I thought I didn't get it because I was, well, just not right somehow. Anyway, I realised later on that there's nothing at all wrong with me. And there's plenty wrong with them. And I never want... something else. The strain was just awful. Sometimes I'd do stuff and I'd get a dressing down from one of the producers who told me I was talking nonsense or I wasn't towing the party line. I mean, they didn't quite say it like that, but basically that was it. And it was a horrible, horrible feeling here. And I never want to live through that again. It's so destructive to the soul. So I made myself a solemn promise that if I ever did feel that it was necessary for me to hide my feelings and my take on life, my opinions, or the conclusions I come to from the evidence as I see it, and if I felt I had to hide that or pretend it's something else, then that would be the time I should get out of this business altogether. So, having assembled my thoughts on this particular fracas in the White House, I just went ahead. And to my surprise, I didn't lose any subscribers at all. Well, not that I noticed. There wasn't a sudden drop in figures anyway. I got plenty of feedback from people who disagreed with me, the majority of whom gave me some very good reasons for their disagreement. And of course, many told me I should do more research. There are a lot who really do think I was dead wrong, but who still posted comments that were respectful and rational. You see, I understand the other point of view. I can read it, I might not agree with it, but as I felt that I could see that point of view and I disagreed with it, I could see that the subscribers who disagreed with me felt the same way. Well, I'll go back a bit. First of all, on that Saturday, after I'd made the video, I have to tell you, I felt very nervous about what I was going to see in the comments. And I didn't look at the comments at all on that same day, the Saturday, because I was afraid of what I was going to see. And I didn't want to see it just before I went to bed. Well, the next day, having slept on it, I just got up on Sunday and looked at the comments. And to my surprise, I didn't see, and I suppose that's my fault. I expected to see some hyper-aggressive stuff. And I should have known better, because I know you lot pretty well by now. And I didn't see any hyper-aggressive stuff at all. As I said, most of it was perfectly reasonable, rational and constructive, and I didn't get any private emails of a salacious nature either, which I have had for other videos. I did get a few silly comments from handles I'd never come across before. I expect they were newbies who just happened on my channel more or less by accident and not subscribers. As I said, I got a lot of disagreement, but goodness me, I'm used to that. All in all, I realised that the band of subscribers that have gathered around me are a lovely group of rational thinking people who understand the importance of discussion and who naturally accept the concept of diversity. I mean, real diversity. You know, diversity of opinion. And I just want to tell you how grateful I am to get to have conversations with such a lot of truly remarkable people from all over the world. And I'll end by saying thank you very much for being you and for sticking with me and accepting my opinions as I accept yours in the spirit that they are delivered. Okay, till next time. You can help my channel by subscribing and clicking the notification bell. That's quite important. and by sharing if you're so inclined. Links to my other channels and to donation methods are in the description. But the best way you can help is simply by clicking like and notify. Thank you.